Hey guys, it is Admin. Welcome back to another episode of the Datapack Survival. We are here on the patron server as always, and I want to give a huge shout out to all the people that signed up this month. If you do still want to sign up, it is not too late. So just go over to the Patreon, there's an iCard in the top right, click that link, and sign up for $1 or more a month. And of course, your support does really help out the channel and help us grow. So thank you for that if you decide to do so. Now, as you might have noticed in front of us, we have a beacon beam coming up, and I have the haste effect. That's because in between episodes we fought a wither, so let's jump into some footage of that. Okay, so we got enough wither skulls for a wither fight. So, I guess let's just go for it. We're down under the island, so we're going to try out the short bows on it, and we'll see how that goes. You ready?
Yeah, bring it on.
Do you have room to back up there?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm ready as well, so I'm going to place it. Cool. Okay. I guess the short bow is really not going to do much damage from this far away, but...
Well, wait for it to explode. There we go.
that's pretty good. Do note the particles are off, but... oh no! It broke gravel.
Oh, it's going up.
Die! It seems to be after me mostly, so...
Yeah, I think you're closer.
Huh.
It's shooting at me, but it's going after you.
Not bad. That was superbly easy. I'm at full health still. Alright, so that footage went really well, and as you can see, yes, we got a beacon, and we didn't really even get too close to dying, so that beacon's going to help us mine out some stuff, and it's helped with the progress on the base so far. So here's what I've built in between episodes. It's not a ton, but in a creative world, I built up like a general design that's pretty decent, and so I'm getting to work reconstructing it in the actual world. So hopefully throughout this episode we'll get maybe the first layer or maybe even the second layer done. That would be pretty cool. However, there's a couple things that are really holding us back right now. And that's not that it's becoming nighttime, it's actually that we don't have an elytra. So, you know who and I are going to go and fight the Ender Dragon. So yeah, 2 boss fights in 1 episode, that's quite cool. We already found the stronghold. It turned out it's right next to the skeleton spawner that we have. And so we'll head over there. You know who? You already collected the Eyes of Ender, right? Or at least the Ender Pearls?
Yes, I already got everything.
Awesome, so we're all equipped. What if, I think we could make maybe like the sniper bow or something, and try it out on that guy. It might be smart to enchant it though, because it would do a lot more damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I grabbed a bow, so we can craft up a sniper bow. That's 3 iron nuggets and 3 iron ingots. If you have not seen our more bows video, I would check that out. There is a link in the iCard to it right now. With our sniper bow ready, and us fully equipped for a dragon fight, we went and found a stronghold. This was no ordinary stronghold, as it had generated mostly underwater, which led to some interesting moments. Can you see it? There's the portal right there, I think. Yes, it's completely submerged underwater, and I think you know who is digging a way down to it, so... yeah, nice. Can I head down?
I spy with my little... Oh my gosh, there was a really nice doorway.
Was there really?
Yeah.
I water bucketed my way down. So, sorry about that. Oh wow, that is beautiful!
Yeah, until you ruined it with your water.
Oh. Okay, well, that fixed it. Watch out. I'm just gonna leave the Okay. Surely it's this main room, right? Or is that the library? I don't know. Let's just break in. Yeah, it's the library. Oh no, I made all the books get soggy. Wait, are you in the library right now?
Yeah.
I think we're in
Unless
different
there's
libraries.
more than one. There can be more than one.
Yeah, because you're way over there. After a bit of exploring, we made our way to the portal room. And so we had enough Eyes of Ender with us, so we headed through the portal. Alright, so we found the portal room. It is on the other side of the island, so over there that was the library. And on this end we have... yep, we have the stronghold, so... or the portal room. I don't think there's a way in right here, but... and here we have the portal frame, so... we can finish it off and light it up. And you know who's making a quick nether portal so we can get back here. And yeah, then we'll jump through. Now in the end, we decided to fight the dragon using our short bow and long bow. The fight ended up going pretty well, but was overall fairly boring, and so while I recorded the whole thing, here are some of the best moments. Okay, so we're under the island. There's the dragon. I think if we mine up this direction, it should work. So, there. Oops. No. Alright, I just accidentally purled.
Yeah. It's harder, but you can still do it.
The more bows actually make, or like the sniper bow, because it has particles for where the arrow's traveling, it makes it easier to figure out where you... Careful, fireball on you, fireball on you.
Yeah, I know. That one's at you.
Yeah. Well, it lets you... there we go, I got it.
Ooh.
Fire?
Yeah,
oh, you used the bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Did it do anything?
I
shot with the bow when he leaves. I got one. Yeah, that did a good bit of damage. There we go. I'll just get back to being a good shot. Okay, so we switched bows. I now have the sniper bow. I'm going to see if I can get a long shot on him. Like that. Haha! More damage then. Oh, did you see that snipe? That did so much damage. Okay, let's finish this fight. Nice. Easy peasy. With the dragon defeated, we decided to head through the end portal gateways and look for End City to, of course, get an elytra. No, sometimes they actually just travel through the portal, so I got teleported afterwards. Where are you?
I threw it through the thing, and I haven't...
There you are.
Okay.
That took a really long time. Our first End City took a couple hours to find. We got really unlucky. However, once we did, it had an elytra. I grabbed it, and I had to head back to the overworld, enchanted it. Here it is right here. And now I'm going to go ahead and get another elytra for you-know-who. With that mission being a complete success, and our objective being met, we decided to set a new objective and launch into building our base. However, quite a lot of time has passed since that end run, and so we ended up getting a lot more accomplished than I was really planning to, and so we're going to show off what that actually was. So, the end run went really well, and you-know-who and I are back in the overworld. You can see I have an elytra. I got mending and unbreaking on it. I think in the last clip I probably had that, but I was also able to find an elytra for you-know-who. So, he's currently clearing out the island. We're trying to get it down to level 64 in most places, because we've been working a lot on the base. And I'm going to jump into that, but I want to show it off a little bit at a time. There's been maybe 5 days since I last recorded. I was kind of unable to, so sorry about that. what that does mean is that we have a really large gap of content. So, yeah, this episode we have fought the Wither, we have fought the Ender Dragon, we have explored the Inn cities, gotten an Elytra, and now we've done a lot of base building. So let's just big reveal. You can see we have the foundation all set up, but we also have a bit of a start to the tower. Let's take off I found a Pegasus ring in between episodes, but that makes my FOV really large. But as you can see, we have a tower, and so here's the first level of it. It is meant to be fairly square, but it's also kind of like high-tech looking, sort of. I like the look of it overall, and I designed this in creative first and then built it over here in survival. However, this is actually going to have 3 levels, so if we keep looking up, you'll see there's a second level up there. I would go and fly, but I'm actually out of rockets right now, so we'll need to grab more of those. But here's a pretty good view. You can see it like it starts sloping in a little bit, and we have a beacon beam coming out the middle. That's where we're getting the haste from. And so, I don't know, I really like this design, and great flying skills. So as you can see, it kind of like, it goes upwards, and we have like little ridges, I guess. And the corners are like kind of boxy. So it follows like the same style as before, and overall I like the look. I did, in a creative world, attempt to make like the, I guess like the top structure. I wanted sort of like a control room look, but I went with like a circular structure and it did not work. So I'll need to redesign that at some point and then we can build that. However, I don't know how much you're paying attention, but if you look pretty closely, you'll notice that this actually is not complete on the top level. We ran out of resources. So let's head up there. So I think you know who put these scaffoldings here, but they're pretty nice. But essentially, we have one side pretty much complete, and you can kind of get a sense of scale from up here. We ran out of the cyan terracotta. I have a couple boxes full of supplies, but cyan terracotta is not one of them, as you can see. And that's a sword. Because of that, we weren't able to put I'm calling them ridges. We couldn't put them on these sides, so, but here's the inner look. I think this looks absolutely mega. I have never, in survival, built anything nearly this big, and so, yeah, I like the look of it. It's pretty cool. But also, in the time since we last recorded, I also spent a lot of time chopping down trees, and at this point, you can see there's a lot of places where there's podzol. I chopped down a load of trees, and we'll be able to put in a pretty large storage room in here. I'm not quite sure the actual design of that yet. I haven't done any interiors. Speaking of interiors, we actually have a nice basement area. Also, excuse the gamma. I need to turn that off. I was in the Nether, and the Nether's really good at giving you eye strain, I found out. So I put the gamma all the way up. It still wasn't the greatest, but yeah, anyway. So in the storage room, you can see just how many trees I've chopped down. This is actually almost, yeah, it is a full box. Very nice. So this will craft into a lot of chests, and we'll be able to create a storage room. So that's pretty much the goal for the end of this episode. I want to basically get the storage room all set up. What I'm thinking is that we probably put the main storage room down here, because there's more space, right? And then we have maybe, I'm not entirely sure what to do with this space up here, because we could put the main storage room up here and then do like bulk storage down below. So we'll need to, I guess, do some planning. You know who and I need to talk about that. Figure out what we really want to do, and then we can do it. But we're also, as you can see, he's been doing a lot of landscaping, so have I. We're trying to level out the place so that we can start building towers in different locations, and then it's a lot easier to go back through and add land than it is to have to remove it all the time. So this also means we're removing most of the mycelium, and so it won't be too much of a task to remove the rest. Also, I do kind of want to edit this a little bit. It has served its purpose, it's done really well, but I never really completed it, and I realized I built it kind of off in a couple places. So this is probably going to get moved to be aligned with this structure, and we can have like a nice piping system to send the items over. It could be really epic. That does mean that this will need a bit of a redesign. So, but like I said, it's done its job. It's produced loads of sand, loads of gravel. It's actually not even running right now. And then the block placer over here. I've modified it a bit since I've modified the block placer a little bit since the last episode, just getting the timings working out. It still is not 100% consistent, but so there's a bit of losses, but it's not too bad. You can see we're getting lots of white concrete, and I think I have more in this box right here. So, yeah, that's really good. We're, base supplies wise, we're starting to do really well, and we're going to be able to, actually do a lot of building in the upcoming videos. So, you have that to look forward to. But real quick, I'm not sure if I've actually mentioned it, but this is actually a server available to anyone that is supporting us on Patreon for more than $1, well, $1 or more a month. If you are willing to donate $1 or more a month, it would really do a whole lot in supporting me, as this is my full-time job. And it would really do a whole lot to support me, and it would also give you access to the server as well as quite a few other perks. And I do realize that the first of the month has already happened, but if you donate via PayPal instead of Patreon, you will still be counted as a patron supporter, and that will happen instantly, so you can still join if you missed out on the opportunity. Anyway, let's get this storage room, I guess, maybe outlined. I don't think we're going to have time to build the whole thing, but let's try to get at least a little bit of an outline put in place so that we know where it's going to go. So I laid out potentials for where I could put chests in here. However, doing this would essentially remove the potential to put a sorting system into the base, because the chest sitting on top of these blocks would only have a 2-block gap behind, which would be impossible to have an auto sorting system. And if I bring the blocks in by too much, then I don't end up being able to actually store enough items. So I think we're going to need to put this underground, and we'll need to figure out what to actually do with this tower. I do actually kind of like this size of a room though for the interior, so I'll probably leave these markers. And let's head down below and try to mark out where we could possibly place some chests down here. There's a lot more space, and we also don't necessarily need entrances on both sides. So I'm kind of thinking maybe like 2 lines could work. Or maybe even 3. We could like send the chests over to there, go around the corner, and then come back. I don't know, I think that might actually be our best plan. Though, honestly, I'm actually kind of considering 4, where every single wall is chest, and you enter from the top and the bottom. I'd need to do a bit more planning, so I can't say with confidence which one I'm going to do at this point. Also, okay, good, I can get out. That being said, we are very much so out of time for today's episode. This one had way more time put into it than my normal episodes, as you can probably tell. So that's going to do it for today's episode. If you did like it, please leave a like on the video, and if you want to not miss out on future ones, hit the subscribe button. Anyway, this has been Admin, and you know who, and we'll see you guys all in the next episode. Thanks for watching.